We discussed last week about how men properly lead. Now let's see how a woman respects that man. Online conversation talk about men leading and women submitting, but they rarely explain what respect actually looks like when a man is leading correctly. Not controlling, not demanding, not insecure, but leading with integrity, protection, vision, and responsibility. Because the truth is this: a woman does not respect a man simply because he says he's the leader. Respect is a response. Respect is earned by the way a man shows up. But once a man proves himself through his actions, a wise woman knows something powerful. She understands that her respect becomes the fuel that strengthens that man even more. Not because she is beneath him, but because they are building something together. When respect exists between a man and a woman, the relationship becomes peaceful, powerful, and nearly unbreakable. To talk about something many people misunderstand: how a woman shows respect to a man who is truly leading correctly. Not the fake internet version, the real version, the version that builds strong homes, strong relationships, and strong families. Let's get into it. Point 1. She trusts his decisions. When a man leads correctly, he is not reckless. He is not selfish. He is not making decisions that only benefit himself. He is thinking about the bigger picture: the family, the future, the protection of what they are building. So when a woman respects that man, she does something powerful. She trusts his judgment, not blindly, but respectfully. She doesn't challenge every decision just to prove independence. She doesn't fight every direction just to feel powerful, because she understands something many people forget: constant opposition creates chaos, not strength. A respectful woman understands that a man carrying leadership already carries pressure. He carries responsibility, he carries accountability, and instead of making his job harder, she becomes his partner in the vision. That doesn't mean she has no voice. A wise man listens to his woman, but a respectful woman does not undermine his authority once a decision is made, because respect says we move together. Point 2. She speaks to him with honor. Respect is not just about actions, it's about tone. How you speak to someone reveals how you see them. When a woman respects a man who leads correctly, she does not speak to him with contempt. She does not belittle him. She does not humiliate him in public. She does not insult him when she is angry, because she understands something powerful. A man can handle pressure, a man can handle struggle, but constant disrespect from the woman he loves can slowly break his spirit. So a respectful woman speaks with dignity, even during disagreements, even during frustration. She chooses words that solve problems instead of destroying the man she chose. A strong man will notice that. He will protect that. He will value that, because respect in speech shows deep loyalty. Point 3. She doesn't compete with him. A man and a woman are not meant to be competitors. They are meant to be teammates. Many relationships today turn into silent competitions. Who makes more money? Who has more control? Who wins the argument? Who has the last word? A woman who respects a man who leads correctly doesn't feel the need to fight for dominance. She understands something deeper. His leadership is not about oppressing her. It's about protecting the structure of the relationship. Instead of competing, she contributes, she supports, she strengthens the vision. When this happens, that man does something powerful. He starts leading with even more confidence and clarity. He now realizes that he is not fighting battles inside his own home. Point 4. She honors him in public. A woman who respects her man does something that speaks loudly. She honors him publicly. She doesn't tear him down around friends. She doesn't embarrass him in front of family. She doesn't joke about his weaknesses for laughs. She understands something many people ignore. Public disrespect is one of the fastest ways to destroy a man's pride. Once a man feels disrespected in front of others, something changes inside of him. A respectful woman protects his image, not because he is fragile, but because she values the man she chose. She speaks proudly of him. She defends him when necessary. She shows the world that she stands beside him. That type of loyalty builds a bond that cannot easily be broken. Point 5. She brings him peace. The world already fight with men every day. Pressure, bills, responsibility, competition, and stress. A wise woman understands something important. Her man does not need another battlefield when he comes home. He needs peace. Peace does not mean silence. Peace does not mean she has no emotions. Peace means she communicates without chaos. She creates a space where that man can breathe, where he can think, where he can reset. When a man finds peace with a woman, he protects that peace with everything he has, because peace is rare. A peaceful home becomes a man's sanctuary. Point 6. She appreciates his effort. Leadership is heavy. Men who leads correctly carries a weight many never see. Financial pressure, emotional responsibility, protection, decision-making, risk. Those efforts go unnoticed in most cases. A respectful woman does something powerful. She acknowledges his effort, not just his results. His effort. She says things like, "I see how hard you're working. I appreciate what you are doing for us. Thank you for holding things down." Those words may seem small, but to a man carrying responsibility, they are fuel. Appreciation strengthens a man's desire to keep showing up. Point 7. She protects the relationship. A respectful woman protects the relationship in ways many people overlook. She protects it from unnecessary drama, from outside interference, from friends who want to sabotage what she has. She doesn't run to outsiders with every disagreement. She doesn't allow other people to disrespect her man. She understands something wise. Once outsiders enter the relationship, respect can slowly erode, so she guards what they built, just like he guards her heart. Point 8. She remains loyal. Respect and loyalty walk together. A woman who respects a man, who leads correctly, is not entertaining other options. She is not flirting with other men for validation. She is not keeping backup plans. Her loyalty is clear. She understands something powerful. A man can feel when his woman is fully committed. This type of loyalty creates a level of security that allows love to grow deeper. Point 9. She allows him to be a man. Modern society often sends confusing messages. Respectful woman understands that men and women are different, and in those differences there are strengths. She allows him to lead in the way he was naturally designed, to protect, to provide, to guide. She doesn't shame him for his masculinity. She doesn't try to shrink his authority. She respects it. A strong man responds by honoring her femininity in return. Point 10. She stands beside him during hard times. Anyone can show respect when life is easy. True respect reveals itself during difficulty, financial struggles, setbacks, moments when the man is trying to rebuild. A respectful woman does not abandon him the moment life gets uncomfortable. She stands beside him. She encourages him. She reminds him of his strength when he forgets it. Hard seasons do not define a man. His perseverance does. When a man sees that his woman stays loyal during struggle, his love for her deepens in ways words cannot explain. Final message. Respect builds strong relationships. Let's end with the truth and hard facts. A man must earn respect through leadership. A woman must also give respect through wisdom. When we both exist together, the relationship becomes balanced. The man leads with confidence, the woman supports with strength, together. They build a life that most people only dream about. Without respect, love struggles to survive. If you ever want to know the strength of a relationship, look for more than love. Seek for respect. Respect is what keeps love alive. Was this message informative and helpful? Share it with someone who needs to hear the truth. Strong relationships are not built on ego. They are built on mutual respect, leadership, and loyalty. When those three things exist, a man and a woman become unstoppable together. See you in the next one.